Nation True Vision Network, and today I have one of our master practitioners, and she's such a phenomenal woman, and her name is Debbie, and she's from out of Stuart, Florida. And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be discussing about the New World Practitioner training there and exactly what it's all about. Okay, so everybody, thank you for coming. And just know that I'm Dr. Darrell Wolf, and I have my healing clinic and DOD 5-star residence where people come from all over the world. And we are in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico. And you can check that out at DOD5star.com. Okay, so let's get right to it. We're going to be talking about the New World Practitioner training, which has the whole life health coach certification, Wolf non-surgical certification, and the pelvic restoration and disease prevention for women. That is actually is a 25-day event that we're doing. And the whole life coach is 9 days of cracking your coconut, okay? And where you can become a whole life health coach certified, okay? It doesn't matter who you are, what walk of life, and we'll be going through that in a few minutes. You can also come for the Wolf non-surgical certification, which is 12 days. And understand something, only 12 days, Dr. Wolf? Well, guess what? Our practitioners are one of the only practitioners in the world that will offer a money-back guarantee to all their patients that the first treatment will outshine everything else that was done through bodywork therapy from any other type of technique. Because when you realize that it's a scar tissue calcification issue, okay, you can reverse the irreversible. And that will be a 12-day course. And then we have what's called pelvic restoration and disease prevention for women, which is a 3-day master class, okay, which is the holy grail for any woman to learn, because your pelvic women is where the answers lie. And we'll be in Stuart, Florida, and the courses will start on June the 5th. And then we're also going to be in Coffs Harbour on August the 7th, same thing, okay? But I'll be doing a whole tour of Australia and doing lectures all over Australia prior to the kickoff August 7th. And then Ixtapa, Mexico, well, we'll be doing the same thing here, okay, at our headquarters here in Ixtapa, Mexico. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Dr. Wolf. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today?
I am wonderful, wonderful.
So everybody, Debbie runs a clinic, a beautiful clinic in Stuart, Florida, and she's also the host, okay, of our next New World Practitioner course and all the lectures that we're going to be doing. Debbie, would you like to just briefly tell people about yourself?
Sure. So I am a retired fire captain and worked over 27 years. And at the time, also went back to school and was educated as a nurse practitioner. And I guess when the world kind of went crazy, everything started, I met my business partner is Dina, and I met her and she introduced me to you. And wow, I can't believe the excitement, the changes I've had in my life. And really the biggest thing is to understand really how the body works and what causes our illnesses and what we can do to correct them. Because through my whole, 30 plus years of, medical training and being in the medical field, I don't think I ever understood any of it. So I've been on a wonderful journey these past few years, and I continue to learn and be wowed every day. It's just amazing. There's so much to give, and people are waking up and learning how to become their own practitioner, and I'm a part of that. So I'm very, very grateful to you and Dr. Sage and everybody involved. It's been a great time.
On the slide, okay, all right. Rafa, thank you. We've got a list of things that we're going to be doing. When we go to Stuart, Florida, okay, on May the 29th, how to heal yourself and your family. Please do not take this lightly. We're going to uncover a lot of untruths, and we are going to give you the domino effect of how they call disease, but there are no diseases, there are no symptoms, just your body trying to talk to you, but we don't understand body talk. This lecture, okay, will be from 6 until 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. It depends if you want to stay or go or play. And the reality is, I'm going to give you key points, okay, to get you started, okay? And everybody's going to have the opportunity there to buy the Perfect Day Guide, okay? Now, the Perfect Day Guide is the most powerful take action guide that you could ever read. And everybody will be sold this that night for cost, all right? And if you don't want to buy the manual, you go to pdgfree.com and you can download the PDF for free. And understand something. Look inside that manual and then tell me if you want to be there live and in person, and I'll answer your questions, okay? So how to heal yourself and your family on May the 29th, 2024, okay, from 6 until probably 10 at night, okay? Those that need to leave early can. The next one will be a day with the doc. Now this is a day, a whole day. Create the perfect day for perfect health with Dr. Daryl Wolf. This is where I will actually be doing live answering questions, consults. I'll be showing Wolf Non-Surgical how, guess what? You didn't have to go to surgery. I'll be doing that to prime up for when Dr. Wolf comes, Sage Wolf. He's got a lecture called Reverse the Irreversible with Dr. Daryl Wolf, and no more drugs, cane surgery, or wheelchairs. And I'm not, look it, if you want to go to a surgeon, they're going to offer you surgery. If you want to go to a physician, you're going to get drugs. If you want to go to us, you're going to take massive personal action and strategies. If you could create a dis-ease, meaning out of ease, not in alignment condition, when you're unconscious of what you're doing to yourself, what if we were to teach you to become conscious and in the present moment? Well, you'd own it and you can reverse it. And surgery and drugs should be your last option. All right, and then, so he will be here June the 12th, all right? Again, at 6 o'clock. The lecture will end at 9, but you can stay until 10 if you've got questions or you want to meet one-on-one. And then guess what? Lorraine will be coming, and she will be teaching the pelvic restoration course, which is a 3-day course, but she will be doing her lecture on June the 25th, all right? And that again will be from 6 until 9, and you can stay up until 10 if you want to meet with her personally. And this will all be happening at 1715 Northwest Pine Lake Drive, Stuart, Florida, everybody. Okay? So just know that seating is limited, and we will want you to actually get in touch with Debbie. And Debbie's phone number is 305-342-9559, and her partner, okay, at the Healing Clinic is Dina, 786-488-7782. And as you can see, I've already told you, if you're thinking of Coffs Harbor, get in touch with Tora Klein, and you can see her phone number here. And then at Stop in Mexico, you can get in touch with me. Okay, all the phone numbers are here, and I would love to talk to you. Remember something, your questions matter, you matter. And whether you believe this or not, we are Braveheart Nation, which makes you family. You will never be bothering me or Debbie when you call us. If you've got a health question, please, we will tell you what we would do if we were in your situation, and then you can decide what you want to do. But understand, everything we do is based on logic, and remember something, we are not the alternative. We were here way before the medical system, and understand this, if you want to take your life back on an emotional, physical, nutritional level, we're going to show you how to do it. And everyone, just so you know, the Whole Life Coach certification, Wolf Non-Surgical certification, okay, and then the two of these together, we call those the New World Practitioner certification, all right? They've all been reduced, okay, by about 35 to 40% because of what's going on around the world. We're trying to help you. And you will pay, if you come from Canada to Florida, in Canadian dollars. If you come from Australia, Australian dollars. And if you're in the United States, you'll pay American dollars, okay? So we're trying to make it as easy as possible for all of you to take the most powerful training. And we will give you a 3-day money-back guarantee on the Whole Life Coach and on the Wolf Non-Surgical that we will wow you, okay? Debbie, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes. You know, when I stepped into our first class, the first time that I was back in McKinney, Texas, I learned more in the first day from you than I have in 30 years of being in the medical field. I was understanding things about the body, and I've continued to learn. So anybody out there that's willing to take this massive personal action and you know, get out of that fear-based, you know, oh, I've heard everything from, I don't know if I can do this. You can do it, because anybody can do it, because it is all logical. And that's what you told me. I said, how do you know? He says, you have to think logically. And it was true. Everything is logical. And anybody can do this. You just got to take massive personal action to take your own health in your own hands, so you can also provide the information for your family, your friends. And it is up to them whether they want it or not, but you have it. And it is it's just been such an eye-opening experience that I've gone through. And my life has changed completely, and only for the better. And I get up every day with a big smile on my face, and knowing what I know has just been, just incredible. And things have changed in my life due to all the training that I've done and putting together. I never thought I would have a clinic doing what I'm doing, because I am retired, and, you know, I'm really not, because I love what I do and helping people. Yesterday, I had a 71-year-old woman. She came in, she's had scoliosis since she was about probably 16, 17. And she's now starting to really feel the effects and having an excruciating amount of pain. She had numbness in her left arm, so it's going all the way up into her neck. Her ribs have shifted. And I did just an hour of work with her, and I probably moved her spine over just within, I use the Sonic too. I would say a good 1/2 inch to 1 inch she was moved over, where her spine was pretty curved. When I was actually doing the Sonic, I was actually having to feel where her spine was to do that, because it was not straight. It was very curved. And she called me last night, a few hours after the treatment, and she says that she felt amazing. And that's what we look for. Everything is amazing, because the work, you cannot go anywhere else to find and do what Dr. Wolf and Dr. Sage Wolf teach. It's just an incredible thing.
Thank you, Debbie. And just know this, we have a show called the BHN Power Pack, show. And if you go to bhnpowerpack.com, you can learn more about the Cell Sonic, the Cardio Med Bed, these Power Pack clinics that we have around the world. But right off the bat, I just want to say this, everyone. If you want to learn more about these 3 different courses that we're teaching, trainings, go to Braveheart Nation or bhnuniversity.com. Now, ask yourself, who are these certifications for? Let me just break it down. Number 1, become a new world practitioner. The reality is, most of you have given up your passion and purpose. I always wanted to be a practitioner. I didn't want to be a medical doctor. I don't want to be a nurse. But I don't want to spend tens of thousands of dollars and a year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. You don't have to do that. What Debbie told you was the truth. I've got medical doctors, nurses, chiropractors. I've got students just coming out of high school. I've got mothers who have raised their children. I've got accountants. I've got people who are in many different professions switching over because they now realize that they can become a practitioner and actually make a great living. And understand, when you take our course, we back you. When you work on somebody with the Wolf Non-Surgical, or you do a consultation on them with a money-back guarantee, because understand something, our trainings, our certifications, they rock and they rule. We get all types of people that are moving from medical to natural, and we know why, what's been going on in the last few years. They don't want to give up their passion and their purpose, helping and caring for people, and we are not the alternative. We are becoming the primary. Okay, then we have number 3, the natural therapist raising the bar. Do you know how many people? Look at when I was out of school, okay, I became a colon therapist, all right? I also got my doctorate in acupuncture, all right? I got my registered massage therapy license. I don't do any of those things anymore because understand something, it's all about scar tissue, it's all about calcification, it's all about learning and teaching everyone in the world to have the perfect day and then repeating that. And understand, we give you all the guidelines. We don't just go there. We will build your website at cost. We have free marketing trainings every week at cost. Not a cost, no charge, I should say. It's no charge. We're there to support you on every level, okay, that we can, all right? And understand something, everybody that comes gets a practitioner perfect day guide, and then we have a patient's one that you will give the PDF free out to them, or they can buy the guide similar to this, okay, which is a massive take action personal guide that people can heal themselves with. I'm not making this up. Download the pdgfree.com and take a look at the patient guide, and then you will be getting a practitioner guide, and then tell me that we are not on track, okay? And then this one here is the Wolf Non-Surgical that you'll be getting if you take the Wolf Non-Surgical course. And as you can see, this is a professional manual that'll rival any college or university. I need you to get this, and I need you to understand that we don't have any government agencies ruling over us and diluting or twisting our training. You're going to be getting it straight. So do you believe that you could become a whole life coach in 9 days? Well, you better. I'll give you a 3-day money back guarantee. Do you believe that you could become the most powerful body worker in 12 days? I'll give you a 3-day money back guarantee. All right. And then as far as our women's masterclass, well, you can call Lorraine herself, who teaches the course, or come on the pelvic restoration show that's on every week. And you can listen to the other testimonials of women that have gone to having cysts, endometriosis, fibroids, infertility, bladder infection, okay, thought they had to go for hip surgery, low back surgery, all because their pelvis was infected and inflamed due to the dysfunction of their large intestine. This is what we teach. I will back everything I do with a money back guarantee when it comes to things like this. I want to ask you how many trainings around the world are doing that, or how many practitioners who have treatments are doing that. We can do this. And we wouldn't be able to do this if we weren't successful. Okay, and then patient to practitioner, just so you know, 30 to 40% of everyone that's in the Whole Life Coach and the Wolf Non-Surgical are not there to open up a business. Debbie will verify this. And believe it or not, sometimes 50% of those people that come, by the time they're done, they want to open up a business. Whether it's part-time or whether it's full-time, they're going, I didn't think I'd be able to do this. So if you don't want to spend tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you don't want to spend months to years, I'll give you a money back guarantee to prove that we know what we're talking about. And then if you've got the passion and the purpose, then you're going to see this all the way through. Debbie, is there anything you'd like to add?
I just think that, everybody that has any doubt, they can call me or they can call you, and we'll answer the questions. And hopefully they'll be willing to take that first step and change their life, because there's so many people out there, they're doing things, doing any type of job work that they don't even like. And you always say, find your passion and purpose. And there are other things that people love to do. But if this sounds like something that would be for you, then jump on it, take advantage of it. It does change your life for the better. It's It's just from inside, it changes everything within. And when you're happy inside, when you have all these good feelings, it changes everything about you in your life and everything around you.
You may say that you're doing fine right now, but when you take this course, we'll put you on course. When you walk the path of the heart and not the mind, and you walk the path of the heart long enough, and you retrain your brain that has been programmed to actually undermine your whole life, yes, you heard what I said. If you've got poverty consciousness, then that's a belief. If you believe in disease, that's a belief. We don't believe in disease. We don't believe in symptoms. They're just signals from the body. And understand, if you believe in sickness, you're going to have it. We want to give you a whole different train of thought, all right? We will crack your coconut from the inside out, and we will also show you that, guess what? You will rival any other body worker out there, even with the Wolf non-surgical course after 12 days. And that is my promise to everyone else. And just know this, everyone, just before I head down to do all these lectures and everything down in Stewart, we are going to be doing a day with the doc in Calgary, okay, Calgary, Alberta, okay, at the Acadia Recreation Complex, okay, all right, which is 240 9th Avenue Southeast. And you can get in touch with Lorraine, who does the pelvic show. And we're going to do a day with the doc on Sunday, May the 19th, all right? And that day with the doc, you can be there at 9:30, a meet and greet. 10 o'clock, we kick it off. And we'll be there until 5 o'clock for you. And we are going to actually show how the Cellsonic works. We're going to do non-surgical. I'm going to do live consultations. I'm going to answer things about health questions there. Listen, if you're frustrated, you've had enough, then you need to go from patient to practitioner. You need to go from victim to hero. And understand this, until you become something, you can't give it to your family. Until you learn how to create a perfect day from the moment you rise until you close your eyes on an emotional and physical, nutritional level, don't expect anything to change. And if you are following the majority, we already know that 92% of the population in the United States and Canada has an autoimmune disease, which means that the body's attacking itself because they were doing it first up here. We know what we're doing, and we will back ourselves up with a guarantee on everything that we do. Understand, but now you've got to show up for you, okay? It's not called being self-centered, it's being centered into self. Dust off your passion, your purpose, and understand something. There's 8 billion people here. It's an 8 billion piece puzzle. I'm only one piece. We need you to show up. We need you to have an inner standing, and we need you to come and join the Braveheart Nation. I want to thank you for joining me. Debbie, would you like to give your phone number for those who would like to call?
Yes. My clinic is Stewart Health and Healing, and you can check us out at stewarthealthandhealing.com. And my phone number is 305-342-9559, and I'll be willing to answer any questions about the classes or the lectures that are coming up the end of May and into June. It's going to be exciting times here, so hope to see all of you out there.
Thank you, Debbie. And if you take a look here, everyone, the Perfect Day Guide, if you don't, I know, why would you trust me? Go to pdgfree.com, download it, and then read Reverse the Irreversible in there, and you'll understand that we've all been ruled, schooled, and fooled. Or go to my library and watch the masterclass, Reverse the Irreversible, and you'll find out that Wolf Non-Surgical is the most powerful body work. And even though I'm only a 9-day course on an emotional, nutritional, and physical level, there is no course like mine. The first time I ever did a whole life health coach certified was when I was 28 years old. I'll be 67 in 3 months. Understand something. The support that you'll get, the trainings that you'll get, even after the course is over, is like nowhere else. Welcome to Braveheart Nation. Together, we're stronger. Welcome back, Bravehearts. This video is dedicated to the true caretakers of this planet, all the Braveheart women. It is entitled, I Am Woman. Let me just say this. I know that I am not a woman, but I want to tell you what I think about women. You are beautiful. You are smart, funny, kind, and you are unique. There will never be another like you. You are love and affection. You are never too much, but always enough. You are more precious than any diamond. You are the most amazing of all God's creations. You are worth more than you could ever imagine. Your value is more precious than all the earthly things. You are powerful. You are strong. You are more than capable of doing anything and being everything. So now you must rise to take your place by taking back your feminine power. To do this, you must take massive action in finding true inner peace and totally accepting who you are, from the inside out and from the outside in. This is the most priceless gift that you can give to yourself. Feminine power is creation, courage, confidence, spirit, strength, sustenance, energy, and enthusiasm and empathy. There is an old Eastern saying that when women are respected, gods make their home. Unless feminine respect is restored on this earthly plane, Earth will no longer be our home. Feminine energy must rise above masculine energy for balance to be restored on all levels. Women are not respected. Their power has been stripped from them, along with their health, from a healthcare system that does not care for women. For women to rise up, they must speak up. They must no longer shut up or be shut down. If we intend the world to wake up, to grow up, women must lead the way and return us to nature's way and universal law, leaving man-made rules behind. For 25,000 years, women embraced their feminine power, but 5,000 years ago, women's power began to be stripped away by male-dominated religious beliefs, and this brings me to today. To add fuel to the fire, men have lost their place a long time ago when they were no longer needed to protect their home against invaders or bring food home for the hunt. Look at the condition that the majority of families are in because men do not guard the home against corporations and systems that are tearing the family fabric apart on a physical, emotional, and spirit level. To this day, women are still not being respected and are being dominated by the male ego on an emotional and physical level, as you will soon see when we discuss the health care of women. Over this 5,000-year period, violence increased against women as their power was systematically taken from them, which to this day has not been restored. The male ego declared war 5,000 years ago on the power of the feminine, and it continues to this day, as we can see in politics, religion, and other man-made systems in society, such as the medical system. During this male-dominated period, myths were created and told in ways that emphasized the use of violence against women, which led to their loss of power personally and socially. The tipping point to discrediting women was the witch burnings. These women were not witches. They were the pillars of healing and nurturing for their communities. These female healers, with their spirited nature, strong connection to community, and protection of the common folk, became too popular, getting in the way of the great religious transformation. I prefer to call it the great hijacking of the spirit, of the female spirit. This so-called great transformation was nothing more than a power play of manipulation and degradation of the female population to make more room for the male ego. An example of this is, it wasn't until July 2nd of 1928 that women could even vote. And it wasn't until 1975 that a woman could open up a bank account in her own name, and a single woman
still could not at this time. These man-made suppressive rules created a great cultural shift that the world has not yet recovered from. This is what happens when you break trust. And understand something, the only currency today that I believe in is trust, and trust needs to be earned. Understand something, this period in time broke the bond between the masculine and the feminine, and this bond is still broken today. This period caused the feminine and masculine energy to no longer be intertwined and harmonious with each other. Trust was broken. Manhood now stood for strength, power, and virility. Femininity was now redefined as beautiful, compliant, and sexually pursued. Our culture has taught us that if you want to be powerful, you must think like a man. Women must speak up. They must no longer shut up if we intend the world to grow up and heal from this imbalance. Women must turn their back on man-made rules and return to nature's law if we wish to have a healthy, balanced future. Women are the canary in the coal mine. As our external environment becomes more chaotic and toxic, more symptoms will arise within women, which the medical system conveniently labels as diseases. And seeing that the medical system is the delivery system for big pharma, every new ill gets a new pill until surgery becomes the cure. Profit before humanity will drive us to extinction. 5,000 years of this mentality has put a heavy toll emotionally and physically on humanity, as we see in all systems and sectors in what the majority blindly call civilization. There is nothing civilized about this society today. Absolutely. Almost nothing. This contamination of profit before people is found in all systems, but it is most prevalent in the medical system. This is evident when we look at how female medical health professionals and their female patients are not treated with respect, but rather mistreated, disrespected. Even to this day, female physicians continue to face a myriad of challenges in medicine from this manhandling indoctrination, ranging from implicit bias to gaps in payment and promotion to sexual harassment. So it's not surprising, though it's still appalling, that this continues today, even though equal numbers of men and women now graduate from medical school. Only a small fraction of female physicians become medical leaders. Currently, in the United States, only 3% of healthcare CEOs are women. 6% are department chairs. 9% are division chiefs. And 3% are serving as chief medical officers. Unless we come from a truthful and factual foundation of how the female body really works and what it really needs to be vibrantly healthy, this piggy bank mentality we call healthcare will become our greatest health crisis today, if it isn't already. Listen, the fact is, the medical system is the leading cause of death in North America. How can we support such a system and then blindly call it healthcare? It's sick care. Before we talk about all the unnecessary complications and surgeries that we set women up for to keep big pharma and the medical industry thriving, let's discuss what disease really is on a physical and emotional level. Let's first discuss health on the emotional level, because that's where everything starts and ends. What if we made women feel like they could never be enough, do enough, or be smart enough to look after themselves or their families? Oh, wait a minute. I think we have, haven't we? They have been made to feel responsible for the health and the well-being of all those in their family, and then suffer for anyone and everyone when they're sick, because that's the program. Most women, no matter how hard they try, do not understand what real health looks like, feels like, or tastes like. But this is not any fault of their own, because we have all been given a health manual of deception sprinkled with threads of truth to navigate our family's daily health. But women certainly know what guilt looks like and feels like. For no matter how they pour their hearts into their families, good health always seems to be just out of their reach. Whatever happened to self-healing? Whatever happened to self-love? What if women were given a health manual based on BS to look after their body? Yeah, BS, otherwise dysfunctional belief systems. Big Pharma has made it their business to manipulate the female body for big profit since the 1900s. Why don't you read Medical Mafia in the Doc of Detox library and then tell me I'm wrong? Look, if we look at the majority of women, the diseases they have, and the surgeries they get, then you quickly grow to realize they have not just been manipulated, but sold off by the pound. So, this health manual that almost every woman uses for their health and their family's health is contaminated with dysfunctional BS, and everything it touches becomes compromised and corrupted. Understand, you are the light that the world is searching for. You are the light for humankind. 3, 2, 1, unleash your feminine power.